like the speed of sound. We can keep on the ground.
What's good, YouTube? EasyNow1337 aka Snow here today with Karl Pilkington Emblem. Now if you don't know Karl Pilkington, he's associated with Ricky Gervais and they made a podcast together which was turned into a cartoon, and this is the cartoon version of Karl Pilkington. Please feel free to look it up if you do not know who he is. He is absolutely hilarious. But let's get into the Emblem, guys. Firstly, you want to go to layer 1, jump in and grab this thing here, the top hat, change it black, flip it by pressing select and then rotate it around, and this is going to act as his body. Make it smaller, but what you want to do is just skew it down and to the right, down and to the right and up and to the left, just to make it a bit fatter as well. Duplicate that layer by pressing select or back on layer 1. It comes up there, clipboard paste. Moving up to layer 2 and pressing start. Let me just do that again. So select or back on layer 1, move up, press start. Easy. Change it to this grey, make it smaller. Skew this down and to the right a bit, just that it's thicker lines on the right, and the top line doesn't matter because it's going to be covered by his head. Jump in and grab this thing, the monolith, change it black, make it smaller, and skew it by going down and to the right. Now what we want to do with this is move it below everything. Duplicate layer 1, move up, change it grey, make it smaller, and then move it down to layer 2. Like so. Let me just make that a bit bigger. Now duplicate that layer and move it across. And just place it about here. Skew it again, up and to the left a little bit. Duplicate it, change it grey, and make it smaller. Now you don't want the black outline on the top of the arm, so just skew it up and to the left and bang it in there. Let me just move that back a bit. Just like so. Perfect. Now jump in and grab one of these half tubes, change it to this colour pink here, make it smaller and thinner by skewing up and to the left, and then move it below the arm. This is just going to be his arm. I'll make that too big. Let me just slot it in like so. Perfect. Duplicate layer 5, move it all the way down to the very bottom layer and move it across and make his other arm. This one you probably want to be a bit thinner. I'm actually going to move his arm down a bit. Just like so. Perfect. Go in and grab a circle, change it black and make it smaller. Now you want it to be proportional with his body to about this length. Now you want to skew this by going up and to the left and then rotate it a little bit, so it looks a bit like this here. Duplicate that layer, change it to the same colour skin pink and make it a bit smaller, and we're sorted for his head shape. Go in and grab another circle, make it black, make it smaller. Now we're going to fix this over here in a bit. Skew it by going up and to the right. Now you sort of want it to be pointing away from his head, like the same direction as his head. Duplicate that layer, make it pink and make it smaller. Now what you want to try and do is just make it small enough so that it's still got a black outline and it still looks like an ear, but the two lines you can see there, the ear, that should be like a full black circle, like so, a black outline. Just move it over slightly so that it covers only a little bit of the line, and we've got the indents for the ears there still. Duplicate that layer for the ear, make it smaller, and these are going to be his eyes. like so. Go in and grab a curved line. Now, I'm obviously rushing this, please take your time with it. Now you want to skew this by going down and to the right. Like so, perfect. Duplicate that layer. Obviously make this one a little bit smaller because it's supposed to be further away. And there we go, perfect. Jump in and grab a black circle, make it smaller. Now you're going to do the same thing with the ear, skew it up and left, but turn it a bit, so this is going to be his nose. Duplicate that layer, make it the same colour as his skin. Obviously make it a bit smaller. So it goes perfectly like that, perfect. Next, go in and grab a goal flag. That's not a goal flag, let's just clear that. This one here, change it black, make it smaller, flip it, and bring it down, connect it to the bottom of his nose, like so. I feel I need to make his head bigger. So let's just do that now. So make everything a bit bigger. And that just allows me to move his eyes up a bit, his nose up a bit, so I've got more room to do the mouth. Perfect. Duplicate the gold flag, change it to the skin colour, and just move it over a little bit. This is going to act as like his top lip. Now duplicate that gold flag, the black one, move it down, and we're just going to make this be the inside of his mouth. Just connect it to the bottom, like so. And now all we need to do is his lip at the bottom, so grab anything. You can use a circle for this, I just use a semicircle, make it smaller. Now you want to skew this by going down and to the right, and then up and to the right just to make it a bit bigger, like so. Duplicate that layer and change it to the skin colour, make it a slight bit smaller, and obviously just skew it down and to the right to make his bottom lip. Now you have a lot of layers left, and all you need to do, go in and grab a curved line, make it really small, and these are just going to act as his hair. Just keep duplicating them and move them around like so. Obviously just take your time with these, place them neatly and in like a nice fashion. Make some of them bigger, some of them smaller. I'm just sort of rushing this now. You get the point though. If you look up a picture of Karl Pilkington as a cartoon, you'll see exactly what I mean. And I think that's everything. Let me just check back at my picture. Yep, that's probably everything. And simply just make these smaller and some of them bigger. Turn them around so they're not all facing the exact same way. Like so. And that is Karl Pilkington done, guys. Please take your time with it and make it absolutely perfect. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Peace out, take care.